Am I live? Test, test, test. Just testing the mic. Maybe not. Oh crap, where's the sound settings? Oh. Testing, testing, testing. I'm not hearing shit. Nada. Not a damn thing. That's kind of weird. Am I watching this thing on here? Yeah. God damn it. Input, okay. Output, multi-output aggregate device. Let's see. 2 outs. All right, pause that a minute. What? Yeah, that. Oh, wait a minute. Yep, the sound was muted. Son of a damn it. Okay, we're good. We are good. Always one little thing. Awesome. And my internet's complete shit. I'm dropping 60% of my frames right now. Oh, let's see what else I got running here. I got iTunes. Let's quit that. Discord can piss off. And Safari doesn't really need to. Uh-oh. All right. What's up? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Is that a thing? We'll see if this choppiness on my internet clears up. If not, I'll restart. But awesome, we are back. Nice fresh blank canvas. We finished up the, as you can maybe not see behind me, but we finished up the one from last week. Let me grab that for you. There we go. So, the final product from last week, the Shermantipede, or what was it, Praying Tankamanus? It was what somebody said that, and I thought that was kind of funny. Praying Mantankus or Tankmanus or something like that. I was like, okay, we can go with that. But yes, this was last week, and this was for the big piece that's going to be finished up in, for the World War II piece. That's it. So we got the Sherman tank and the big whale that we did, the MG-42 Mosquito. That's off and running as far as the big painting. What we're going to do now is Louder Than Life. It is a concert coming up, and I was sketching out some conceptual work for the promoters, and what I wanted to do is get a couple of sketches in that kind of show maybe a screaming. They're featuring Bourbon at this festival since it's in Louisville, and it's the weekend after Bourbon and Beyond, so Bourbon plays a pretty significant element in this concert. So I got the screaming bourbon barrel. He's drinking himself and he's got his metal horns and his happy cup, and he's standing in a big pile of dirt with bones coming out. And we got my little devil with the tongue hanging out. Kind of a play off the old Doors poster with the. I know I unintentionally kind of referenced that, but I saw it later on and was like, oh, that's crazy. Little spider, little hat, could be a Kentucky Derby hat, whatnot. So I'm going to start with just kind of the base, but I think I'm going to build it up more like an Aztec temple. I think we're just going to have some bourbon barrels down here, kind of, pouring out of their, cells into some cups, and then some fire and a pyramid maybe or something. We'll just have the devil head kind of floating up here. Or I might maybe take the devil head and put it here with the bourbon guy on top. I don't want to include the Louder Than Life logo, because if I do want to run this off as a poster, I want to make sure that maybe we can add a logo in later if it gets approved as an official poster or whatnot. But I do want to make sure that if I do complete this piece, I can run it off and have it for the show. So we're going to move him. We're going to take the logo out. We're going to take him and the bourbon barrel and put them up here. And then down here, we'll kind of add some different elements to frame it up and make it look all cool. Maybe some ferns and stuff like that. I've been kind of getting down with a lot of the foliage lately. Actually, the first OCB rolling tray I did really got me into that, like paying attention to the background and really adding a lot of elements from like the Grand Canyon that I visited that year to just the forests that are on the island that I live on are pretty old growth and whatnot. So we'll sip of coffee and we'll get cranking. I should do a modern art stream one night and just leave this blank and then talk a bunch of horse shit and like 5 hours later, not touch the canvas and then just put a price tag on it. 20 million.
No, you got to at least take the dot.
A red dot. Yeah, need a red dot. Yeah, and with me always sugar in the background there, making some music. This was another example of kind of the same concept, but Louder Than Life is a little more metal and hard rock, and Bourbon and Beyond is like Robert Plant, Sting, David Byrne from Talking Heads and whatnot. So we went with like more of a crazy Kentucky Derby hat and a fair Louisville lass, and then a couple of guitars and whatnot, and then the bourbon barrel with the drinking out of himself, and changed out the Louder Than Life for the What You Behoove Bourbon and Beyond logo, custom logo. It's not the official logo. So we will get started. I'm gonna leave this little guy in the corner. I like this little guy. I do have the sub badge. If you subscribe, I have a guy in online working on this. Will be your sub badge. Will be the devil with the tongue hanging out. So I should have that by the 4th. And it's from a guy in England, so I don't want to hear this 4th of July stalled the production of your sub badge bullshit, because you don't celebrate that. So we'll frame in where we want the bourbon barrel. That, and then the hat, and then we'll frame in the devil head. And we don't necessarily, another option is to kind of like carve him, instead of like the hat, like kind of carve it and have the horns kind of sprouting through the dirt, and he's, and then we can have a little bit more like weird looking, maybe put a snake in there or something. Who knows? We have many options. So we'll bring him down here, blah, 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 tongue. And we'll see how that looks. We might even, I'm having fun framing stuff up. I like the framed up look, because not only does it give you, like on this one, doing the frame around the image, it gives you a nice, frame to the artwork itself, but it does leave enough room, and then also there's also the gap to frame up. So there's no worry about cutting the image off when you frame it up, but it also kind of tucks the art together super nice. We'll see. But we could also do some We could do some cool like little circle things here that tell different stories. You know, we could have like this guy here. Maybe there's like a dude on a fire pit just getting roasted, or it could be a pig or a weird looking creature. Um, it could be a rat. Who knows? Uh, so we'll leave these open for now. Let's sketch in the barrel, hit the demon, and then we'll go from there. So, in fact, what I think I might do, I'm going to cut in where I kind of want this hat to be. And it's almost like a weird sombrero-ish kind of derby hat thing. Until I figure it out, a lot of things are things. Maybe even cool to have some like poisonous flowers come out. Maybe some what are those things called? What are those plants called?
What's that?
The praying mantis type plants, the ones that eat bugs and
Venus flytrap?
Venus flytraps, that's it. I don't know where praying mantis came from, but you know. It's an insect or no, one's an insect, one's a plant. Okay. And then what I'd like to do is kind of draw a reference line down the middle. It doesn't have to be completely straight. It just has to not go wildly over to one side or another. And then we'll put a couple nose lines there, and then we'll start in on this eyeball. And another eyeball that I will leave blank and white until the very end, just to annoy people. When you gonna paint the eyeball, man? Okay. Okay. And because I love kind of drawing pointed, gnarly looking noses, him and the Mad Hatter are definitely from the same family tree. But we'll arch his nostrils up, you know, kind of high. And we'll bring that line down a little bit more. Let's see. Yeah. Give him these little high cheeks. Almost resemble bones, so you can kind of, you know, bring out give him that callousness to his skin, like it is bone. Bring in that weird eyebrow. Kind of Spock. Bring one eyebrow up. I see you. And then we definitely connect there for shadow. This one will bring his cheekbone over, but yeah, we want to make sure that hat dips down low. bring his lips down, but we'll definitely kind of bring him up like very skeletal. Skeletal. Skelly-funk. There we go.
Dude, I made this track so long ago that like all the things I used to do with like making it sound right made it sound terrible. And now that I know, or I think I know a thing or two.
Yeah.
I have to like go through and delete a bunch of shit and start over.
Now that I think I know a thing or two.
That's exactly what I said.
There we go. Let's get those two front teeth in. All I want for Christmas are my two front devil teeth. Okay, looks like my internet is evened out too. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to give him his incisors, not his first molars. Bad God. There we go. Up, and then one more. And there we go. Yeah. Digging this dude. Still keep forgetting to order some Holbein ink. I only remember right when I'm about to start inking. And we'll go right in between those incisors. There we go. My trusty eraser. There we go. Okay. Yeah, like that. Just right. Old man kind of gumming it. I think though I want to, just looking at the original sketch, I really like the more pointed tongue. It's like a dagger. Blah. Devil on a stick. Ooh, me. Man, my weekend was so thrown off. I'm lucky I'm drawing today. We draw every day. we had like the mound of dirt. And then, let's see. Yeah, we'll definitely give him his hat. Why not? I'm just wondering if I can. Some Venus flytraps coming out of there. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that. And if there is a chance to put a logo on this, we'll probably throw it in his hat. I can always add to that. So, but we can definitely put spider webbing. There we go. Because we want Monsieur Spider to be hanging. Little McFarlane-esque spider there. Woo! Very creepy old man looking. And we'll do a lot of these little kind of twirly kind of things, ferns or whatever. I like having the plant life kind of behind him. Yeah. It's the devil's sauce, that bourbon. So we'll get a bourbon barrel going on here. Fat little dude. Just kind of rough that in. Moon Witch, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. Glad to be getting some artwork done as opposed to all the household demolition I was doing this weekend. That was unexpected. Not that I don't like working on the house, but I don't like demoing my schedule along with whatever we're doing to the house. But, you know, had to been done. Had to have been done. Something like that. Oh, there we go. Cool. Yeah, but starting a new piece here for Louder Than Life festival coming up in September in Louisville, Kentucky. So little devil, little bourbon. Some say it's the same thing. Trying to put together this screaming, kind of cracking up, kind of super happy, self-destructive bourbon barrel, because he is in fact drinking himself. Give him a nice turned up nose. Ah, ah, ah. There we go. You've been creating anything lately? You do a lot of beadwork when you're not streaming, or? There we go. Gotcha. You're ready for the apocalypse. Earrings, get your earrings. Can't face a nuclear annihilation without your earrings. Woo! There we go. That weird looking mouth in there. 50 pairs. You gotta sell them. You don't have to do anything. But I'll draw them straight for now, just to plank in these barrels. But I'm actually gonna make sure that they kind of flow around the form of the barrel itself. So, yeah, we'll put his spout. Woo! Fucking paparazzi. They show up everywhere.
Yeah. Out of nowhere, some asshole with a camera.
How'd you even get here? All right. Starting to get the smears on. Yeah, it means we're working. All right. And we won't arc that bourbon yet until we know where that's going. Do, 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 do. There we go. Been digging that Creative Nation Discord. Very, very cool. I posted a bunch of my blog posts today about selling and touring and pricing your art and all that good stuff. So yeah, been trying to be an active contributor. Put bourbon in there, and then there we can arch it on down. There we go. Make sure we put little nails in there. Kind of pried his arm right out of his side. Let's see. Is that a little too straight across? Let me know if that annoys anyone. Like a bent plank, almost looks like some weird Transformers emblem. Okay. Yeah, that annoys me. Yeah, I'm actually going to bend it down that way. Bring it up. Little, kind of a twist. Do the twist. We'll take the Cartoon Network way out and just do a couple of nubs here for his legs. Oh, nice. So, before I start putting some more plant life in, let me get the bones established. There we go. Horns. So we go in. Let's say his head goes like that. So we'll bring horns out like that. Take that plant behind them. Okay. Okay, dokie. You're just laughing up a storm.
About, like, totally stupid, nerdy shit.
Nice. Best kind of shit. Stupid, nerdy shit. Like anxiously awaiting for the Amazon truck for your new iPad and phone clamp. Yeah, let's put that phone in front of that one. Let's really throw your eye off, because I don't care. No. Nice. I'm gonna make this Venus flytrap kind of have a really weird, almost look like a tongue, and then it'll fade out into the actual planet. So, yeah. And we're just going to basically put in the, you'll see the little eyelash things, but right now I'm just trying to get the curvature of the plant, the little cup together, and I'll do more of that. That's fine line work in the end. That's detail work, so. I think I want to go with just a big hairy butt spider. Why not? The kind you step on and its guts just go for miles. Beautiful. Do one there and down there. There we go. And we can twist them up or dangle them or. Again, detail work. There we go. Little spider. We can do all sorts of little, parasitic vines coming off of everything that we draw, and on this one to really give it that just wild feel to it, almost like it is his hair growing out, or maybe his hair is like the parasitic vine. So. Something like that. And maybe, just to see what that looks like. We'll do a color. Definitely get a color going on in there. All right. Let's get this one kind of arch. There we go. This one as well. Get that vine going. Bring it a lot further over. There we go. Okay. We got like 3 Venus flytraps coming out. Is that enough? No. Let's figure out where his other horn's gonna come out. I think we said his head's there. I'm yawning so much. Another sip of the old Joe. 20 years from now, I'll find out that my wife's been giving me decaf.
This whole time.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
That's for 2 kids. That happened to me at my grandma's house. Like, I went there for a couple weeks, or I stopped in on tour, yeah, and I was just getting up every morning and getting the coffee, and just wasn't quite feeling the day. And I'm like, maybe I'm just worn out from tour. And we started talking about coffee and all that, and she's like, wow, they got the best decaf. And I'm like, the fuck, what? Yeah, I'd been drinking decaf for like a week. I'm like, if you weren't my grandma,
I would kill you.
yeah, you'd be in the ground. No. I don't know why decaf exists. It's like, yeah, like why make it? I like the taste.
I like the taste of coffee. It is
Yeah.
but not as much as I like caffeine.
It's like, here's some acid. It tastes like paper when you put it in your mouth, but then doesn't do anything else. Would you make that? I wouldn't. Let's get a universal lighting here. Kind of, or not universal, but we're gonna give him some blast lines. Boom. This is it. This is the show. This is the concert. This is where he wants to be. Woo. Oh yeah. Okay. We have a devil and a bourbon and a spider and some Venus flytraps and just kind of a cornucopia of rock shit. time I stream, my nose itches. What are you guys thinking about me? It's adorable. Okay. What do we got? Yeah, we got something coming along here. I wanna, yeah, let's fix that. It looks too flat. More wood lines. Because that's the bottom. There we go. And he's a big jolly dude. Actually, I think I Googled like portly men laughing. That's how I got the bourbon face. Look at your bourbon face over there. Well, maybe the lack of eyebrows is what does it too. Let's try that. Something's up with him. He's being a bastard. All right, there we go. Okay. All right. Added a couple of new images to the slideshow too. I got the mosquito and the whale up. So the Hunter S. Thompson, the Honey Hatter, the Higgins whale, and the MG42 mosquito should all be up in the first 4 paintings that I finished streaming are now ready for your viewing pleasure. There's the MG42 mosquito. I really like that one, and I really would love to see that on a t-shirt. I think that might be a future endeavor. All right, so let's bring another big old femur. Big old femur. And place one right here. Got some bones coming out. And if you know me, I do not like symmetry. So let's put another bone here. Maybe just a gnarled looking thing. And then, actually, you know what we can do is, let's put a few in here. There we go. We'll silhouette these, and those will be the ones that are in the background. So let's bring that out so we're not sharing a line. Yeah, we can always definitely throw a few in there for depth. Put a nice little thin one in there. There we go. That one is basically going to come across almost this whole thing. There we go. Ah, shit. Yeah, never killed anybody. There. You have isolated it.
Yeah, it really is like that.
So 11 total, 2, 3 shadowed. I like it. We're all good. Plenty of bones sticking out of the boneyard. Oh, one thing I do want to pay attention to is let's take this big one and bring it forward more and have it come in right there. I don't want them all to be like poking out the back. So you want to pay attention to where they fall in the bone pile. So if you put this guy there and then you bring this big one right back there, you're also giving it depth. Lots of depth. There we go. Put that level with the camera so you guys can check it out.
Oh my god.
I almost think that I want this to be a badass die cut sticker. I think I'll do one of just the devil. Definitely be running off some sticker packs and whatnot as well. But just had probably 5,000 pieces of product land on the shores of LA. The streets of LA are now flooded with my products. 17,000. Don't know how much are mine. Silicone mats coming. Rubber mats are in. Hat pins are on the way. So I am officially up and running as a manufacturer and distributor of fine products. No. Go for the fine part. Once we make that money. Okay. Hey, big boy. I am Ian. What's up, dude?
You throwing?
No. I at first I thought this was my brother. First time he logged on, but no, Ian is like Banana Boom Boom or some weird ass name. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Banana Boom Boom.
Banana Lana Ding Dong or some shit like that. But
That's a good name. All of those.
right? Doing well. You know, working on the new piece. So here's the sketch. Actually, these were a couple of poster options for two festivals, Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life. So I'm taking this dude and actually converting it into an image without the logo that I can just use as like a poster to sell or maybe just some conceptual art for them and see if they want to print it. Because I know they've talked about printing my artwork all over the festival grounds and whatnot. So I was thinking I want like a big circle down here. I don't know why. I don't know why. But for now, we'll just definitely want some more spider webbing just kind of hanging off there. Actually, no, maybe I'll, if I brought a couple of fern blades down here, kind of curled them. I fuck with it. You know, that would be cool, or maybe even some octopus tentacles, because you just can't have enough tentacles in your life. It almost looks like Cthulhu. I don't really go with that, but we'll see. Or maybe some of those like Pink Floyd Pussy Flowers or something like that. Like that'd be kind of cool. Like little deadly little with the mouths and the trumpets, but with snake tongues. So many options when you're doing like a hard rock heavy metal piece. Valkyries flying in. Zeus farting destruction. It's all about choosing what design wise. Lord Cthulhu, exactly, you know. With a sombrero. Mexican Cthulhu. I mean, I'm all about mashups. Why the hell not?
Mexican Cthulhu?
Yeah, why not? He got tired of the Pacific Northwest. He's like, I'm going south. I need some warm weather.
Is that where Cthulhu's supposed to be from?
Oh, I have no idea. They have a big Lovecraft fest up here.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Cthulhu.
So why not? Right? I figure he moved up here. No. No, I think he lives at the bottom of the ocean, right? And he's got like this. What did I watch? Were they something on Amazon maybe or something? They did some animated thing where they tried to steal a key and open the gate to his kingdom. You know what? Bam. I got it. Because I love drawing. Let's see. I'll finish that sentence in a minute. Of course I love drawing. But I love drawing snails. So what if, there we go. Nothing like a couple of slugs just crawling around outside your skull. And they have the little side things that pop out. Little feelers. So it's like a 5-headed slug, 6-headed slug, demon, skull. Put all that together. That's what you get. Nice. We can do that. And what we'll do is we'll put eyeballs on the back of each slug. Oh. Is that okay? Does that satisfy the masses? Who gives a shit? You're right. And my fans aren't the masses. People watching my channel aren't the masses. And there's only 2 of them, so there is definitely not the masses.
Oh my god, dude.
There be no masses. Alright. I gotta dress up like a pirate like that one dude and play Waves of Evil or whatever that fucking game's called. Alright. I like this though. This is a cool concept. It's weird as fuck. It came out of nowhere. But maybe I had slugs on the mind. I have a lot of slugs in my house. Or around my house. Under my house. On my house.
Yeah.
But just the idea of just like maybe his brains are oozing out and their slug brains. You, Mr. Spider, have to go. I am going to put you a little bit higher. You are no longer a featured element. I hate you. And I blew more shit in my coffee. Motherfucker. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I'm just dropping the F-bombs tonight. It's fuck Monday.
Fuck Monday?
Yeah, F-bomb Monday. Alright. Ba-boom. Then what I'll do is, let's get a nice elegant S-curve on this one. Drop him way down. And then we'll kind of, yeah.
You've learned the riff already.
Oh yeah. It doesn't take me long with music to pick up and then start whistling variations of it and stuff that would go along, you know. Lord Cthulhu. Kind of freestyling. There we go. Bring that on. Yeah, dude. I am Ian. LOL. Thanks for logging on. I think you're just you jumping in the room. If you're still on, cool. If not, just you being here for that minute. It's just that little jolt of inspiration I needed. Gotta give credit where credit's due, you know.
Oh, I wasn't laughing at that.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sugar's laughing at you.
I was laughing at like how horrendously I put this track together so long ago. It's awesome.
It's like pulling out high school photos. Holy shit, I wore that?
It totally is like high school photos.
Vision Street what?
This is definitely full of fuck me bangs from the 80s. Metaphorically speaking.
Metaphorically. I love this. This is amazing. I'm going to do one with just the devil and not the bourbon barrel, and that is going to be a sticker and or / t-shirt design. Has to be. And why not put that on a dab mat or a tapestry? I mean, come on. We need to evil up the cannabis industry a little bit.
There is not enough Satan in the weed world.
There is not enough Satan in the weed world.
I mean, if religious nuts are gonna blame the smoking of the herb on the devil,
Well, let's bring it on.
really fucking take responsibility.
Yes. And if I were the devil, I would. And show them what a good guy I am. Yes, I'm taking responsibility for all the travesties that happen in the weed world.
Wait, so you are Satan? Is that what you're saying?
I said if I was.
Oh.
I'm not going to admit to you if I actually am.
Satan's an egotistical guy.
Yeah, but then you'll want like a bump in pay, or you'll want people's souls, or
I'll want a bump.
a bump. Well, not like a cash bump, but you'll be like, wait a minute, you can like snap people's necks with your snapping of the fingers. Yeah. Let's put a little shading right there just to indicate that this will be a different color. There we go. Lord Slugthulu. I dig this. This is like OCB's Paris tray, but like gone horribly fucking wrong. Like Club Hell, like talked to a couple snails and went, let's do it.
Alright.
Alright, yeah. We're into some weird shit, my friend. Alright. Yeah, we'll drop you down and bring you up. Drop you down and bring you up. And then that beat just hit right when I said that. That was amazing.
How we rock it.
It's an old 80s hip hop song. Drop you down and bring you up. Okay, shade that in. Do we have? Yeah, we do. Okay, so I'll make sure we had a little bit of the underbelly on each one of these slugs to play around with. go. Make sure you get that eyeball on the front there. I should like get rid of his eyes. That's how he sees by the slugs coming out of his mouth. You know what? In the interest, actually his hat will be so much further forward than his head. These plants would be in front of the slugs, so duh. What was I thinking? Alright, so we got the slugs in, we got the demon in. A few more spider webs, little wispies, just for effect. We'll find a place to put that spider. You know, I could even maybe just kind of have him like hanging out there, maybe. I don't know. Or it could just be cobwebs. No one's cleaned me. Now you know there'll be some awesome line work in there. Oh, I'm gonna go ape shit with that. Okay. And I think let's erase these lines and kind of see, you know, with just the slugs what it looks like. There we go. Paint over that spider. Maybe put a little, maybe some vines that are coming out. And if they're a different color, I think they'll look good. That, on the other hand, I do have to keep them consistent. Yeah, just a couple of little vines. There we go. No. You know what? We're not gonna have any by the tongue because it's starting to take away from it. Yeah, I want that to be. I just wanted to accentuate the drawing a little, not take over a big chunk. So, like, we'll put one back here. Like it's growing. There we go. Yeah, I like it. Pencils. Okay, a little bit of coffee. And let's rock some ink. You know it. Holbein. Best ink in the world. Can't get this thing on the camera. There it is. super opaque. Super need to hashtag them and all this shit. Super need a sponsorship and some free ink. Okay. Pardon me 1 second. My paint water seems to have traveled. Alrighty. What I'm going to do is just get this line in for the, move my sketches over with my dab rag. Put the line in for the hat right now. I'm just going to, yeah, here we go. Just kind of kiss along that top edge there. Bring this around, just kind of paying attention, making sure I'm not going over any of the, where the vines come in and all that juicy goodness. Alright. And it could be a nice bold line because it's shadowed anyway underneath. That's just going to help to give me that barricade which to hit. There we go. There we go. And we have the brim of a hat. 'Tis a fine hat. Yeah, just kind of wiggling in some of the darkness and make sure his skin's kind of crinkled. And then there'll be a lot more of that texturing of his, features and whatnot once I drop the color in. Just kind of almost sketching in a darker tone. Just kind of popping the rag down there so I don't smear too much around his eyeball. Cut in the lid, which is, pushed way back because his eyes are very wide. There we go. For now, I'll put that in there, but that'll be all black, and I'll drop that ink in. Get that nice and dark. you get some of these lines, you go up like that, and once it hits here, you want to start to go around his cheek. All right. Bing, bing. Who'll be bugging me? Let's check the old trusty phone. Hat pin size. So a decent hat pin. What do you guys think? Hey, look up a hat pin size. What's the standard size? Maybe 1.5 inches? I think that's a good size, right? 1.5 inches, 2. That's a good, Are the rubber mat prices not on there? Or are they listed as neoprene?
On where?
He said I need the prices for rubber mats as well.
They're on there.
Okay.
It's anti-slip.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, it's Z.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Rubber mats. Excuse me while I text my manufacturer. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Listed as. Oops. Anti-slip mats.
If you would read.
Yeah. Hat pin size. Let's go.
All I'm seeing is lapel pins that are coming up.
Oh yeah, do like metal stamped. Or go to customhatpins.com. That's Guy's website.
Hey, there's the Sean Dietrich pin right there.
My Rosie the Riveter pin.
Yeah. Is that where I want to go? Full color?
Oh, I don't know. No, these would be the stamped ones. I don't know. How big were those Rosies? Or does it say?
The range is.
What is the range?
3/4 of an inch up to 3 inches.
All right.
So probably like 1 3/4 up to 2 maybe.
I mean the card is 2 inches, so 1.75.
Yeah, like
Okay.
1.75.
All right.
Probably be the.
Or I would go bigger and let it come off the card and let that be part of the design work, but that would look kind of groovy. But it would also irritate a lot of people probably because that's just how people are. No, we're gonna put that bone behind.
101.
I think a good size pin, you know, good almost 2 inch pin is. I mean, if you're gonna charge $20 for one at a rock show, like, yeah, you know, and I want it to be visible.
Yeah.
Like, this is the biggest pin on there, unless it's some honking obscene thing that somebody ran off.
Alright, new song. I'm done with this one for now.
Sugar is gonna change the music. We hope you enjoyed this last hour of the same song.
Channeling Star People.
Star People.
That's the name.
Ooh,
In case you want.
I was. I'm like, I feel like this is channeling somebody. Star People.
Yeah, you got that right. Here's another one from that same era. Yeah. Well,
Your computer is now gay.
it's not even starting. It's missing everything. Okay.
Yep.
We're not gonna do anything else. We're gonna just delete.
There we go.
Alright.
This one's on my mix. Shit. I picked up a little stray hair.
This is part of that same release, Big Flowers Power Hour.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to a record store near you.
Trick statement. There are no record stores. No. Oh, that's not true in this day and age. Not as many, but
Yeah, feel it.
that's right. Feel It exists, and it's still winning awards. Probably because these are the only one.
Now, there's actually quite a few record stores in San Diego these days,
Yeah.
believe it or not.
Nothing like Feel It.
There's not a whole lot like Feel It. That is true.
Okay, we'll put a little shine there, but we'll definitely ink his eye in. I'm gonna drop in a lot of the blacks up front, just because I definitely want to see how bold this is gonna be. Or be able to pick my shadowing as well. So.
I forgot that this one has a sample of me coughing in it.
Nice. The Wilhelm cough.
So, the little no, more like the stoner cough.
Every time someone falls off a horse in a western now. Didn't that man get shot off a horse? Why'd he cough? Prostate issues. Okay. Oh, I love inking. It is the sex of the art world. We'll give him this real devilish red, and then these things will be like, make them blues and greens. Give him that neon kind of awesomeness. I don't know. Do you have the pins, the files?
Do I?
Yes.
No, I was never given those.
Alright, I need to forward those to you. I have a mission for you. Z needs the height and width of the pin. I'm like, okay.
Based off those images, or what?
Yeah, so if you go into Photoshop and just make the pin 1.75 inches, and then just see what the width, constrain the properties so they are, and then like and then convert them to centimeters as well. So that way it'll be 1.75 by 2, and that equals this centimeter by that centimeter, so they have the metric as well, since we're dealing with overseas. I will get those to you in 1 minute. Business never stops, even when I'm just chilling on a stream. You never know when I'm gonna have to throw on that virtual suit and tie and go to work. Oh, I like that. It's almost like an anus eye. Maybe that's what these slugs will be called. The rare anus eye slug. Seen only in the skulls of dead Cthulhus. Give me 1 second. I am going to do a little bit of computer work here. I just have to send a few files to the Shug Man back here. Let's go with Smokey's artwork. Cheshire. Oh crap. I got the PDF files. Those are okay, right? Yeah, they open up. All right.
Because I'm just dealing with a finished item anyway, so even if I need to cut it out of a document, it's no big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
As long as they're large enough.
Yeah.
Like, as long as they're set up for print on the PDF.
Yeah, they even have the well, a lot of that got lost when that file deleted, so I have the PDFs that were going to them. But the thing is I don't have the one with the Pantone colors on it for Michelovio. That's weird. Not that it matters for what you're doing, but I want to share extensions. Okay. Can I airdrop these to you, or? Or no, I'm gonna throw them in the. I'm so lost right now. Okay, never mind.
Drive, Dropbox, whatever.
Yeah, that stuff. I can Gmail it to you with a link. Yeah, okay.
Right.
All right. Yay. Why does Gmail look funny? Okay, compose to shooting pins. Yeah. Smokies are. Hang on one second. Got our devil here. Just uploading a few files for a buddy of mine to take care of some stuff. Oh, they're vector. They're 47K. All right. All right, just send them to you.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're small, man.
I don't know if that's where my knowledge of shit is in the vector realm. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
So you'll probably have to
Open them up. Yeah.
you'll have to draw guides down to the top of the head because there's a background. So the file size is not going to be like you're going to have to measure from the top of the character's head to the bottom in order to get what that size is, and then we'll have to convert it to centimeters.
Well, I can do that inside Photoshop.
Okay.
Should be able to do that inside of Illustrator as well.
Okay. Yeah, I guess if you just crush down the or the image to the top runs along the top of Michelobio's head and the bottom. I'll let you work on it and then you tell me what's what. Alright, so we are working on dropping the slugs that are crawling out of this guy's head. And got his hat, got his face, dropping in some teeth. This is a little promo poster for Louder Than Life, which is a rock show in Louisville, last weekend of September. And so I'm working on kind of a rock, like a macho demon rock poster featuring bourbon. Something I can sell, something I can promo, maybe get them to put it up as a mural or something like that, but you just never knew. But basically just working with a couple of them. Now, Bourbon and Beyond the weekend before. It's a little less heavy metal. It's more rock, so I did something with a woman in a derby hat and some grass and some flowers and guitars and bourbon and whatnot. And then for the metal show, we bring in Devil Boy and his trusty drinking companion. So those are the initial sketches, and then we are just dropping in the. Oh, whoops! I didn't give him an incisor. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that, but that's okay. We'll drop his tongue in. That's what white paint's for. And I think I want to do one with just the devil and the hat, or maybe the devil, the horns, and the slugs, and do like a really cool die cut sticker out of it, or shirt design. I think that'd be I'd wear that to church. Just give it a little edge.
Who set these up?
What do you mean?
The original files. Who set these up?
I did everything.
Okay.
It's all a software program online.
Oh, okay. Is it supposed to be CMYK color or is it supposed to be RGB?
I don't think it matters.
Really?
Well, they're going by the Pantone colors that I have.
Oh, that you gave them on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
So he has the file, the Michelobio one too, that has the Pantones. He's already downloaded those.
So what, this is just for size?
Size and just visual reference. So the cat doesn't come out yellow.
These ones are for visual reference.
Those are the actual PDFs that are going to the manufacturer, and then they'll use that to run the pins, and then they'll be able to look at the colors, and they'll go by that Pantone chart to know what color.
The colors go, but okay.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking, because I don't know if I should do this in Photoshop.
I mean, because
It's supposed to be vector.
Oh, because it's vector, yeah. I mean,
but it's not a, I don't know, it's not a vector file. It's just a flat PDF file.
yeah. Well, you're just getting sizes, and you're basically saying,
I know, but if I resize this thing and it fucks up like it's converting it into
oh, okay.
a JPEG or whatever, you know what I mean? This is not a vector program.
Yeah.
Like, that's the part where I'm fuzzy on.
Okay.
That part of the process. I don't want to fuck it up when we're sending it to the manufacturer.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're going to look at it and go, okay, if, basically, if the top is, if it's this tall, then we know that it's that wide, and they'll know what to run.
So you want it 2 inches?
1.75 wide.
1.75.
Yeah.
So that is.
So the Cheshire should come out it's more square, whereas the Michelobio is a lot taller. So if the numbers are way off, then you'll know. Yeah, and for future ones, I'll actually set them up to be.
4.45 centimeters.
Nice. And that's the top of the cat to the bottom of the cat, or side to the cat.
That's just the size of this file.
But is it taking the white background into account?
Yeah.
That's why I meant draw guidelines and find out, and then maybe hand convert it, and just get as close as you can on the. Okay. In fact, these little doohickeys, I'm going to put the green in and go over them with the black when it's time. Lord Cthulhu. I like Lord Cthulhu. And then the black little feathery eyelash things on the Venus flytraps will be added at the end as well. That'll be one of the final things that I add. I like saying we though. It means you're a part of it all. There we go. Alrighty. You want me to put some music on my end, or? Okay. I didn't want to interrupt your. We got 5 viewers.
I have.
Let's get them some dance tunes.
A folder that you didn't receive.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
A pile of tunes too.
A pile of tunes too. Here's the devil. Here's the slugs crawling out of his head. We got the horns. We got the bourbon barrel. I'm digging how this is coming out. Let me slide that up. Put it level with the camera so you guys can see the detail a little bit better. And then I'm just dropping in the inks right now with a trusty brush and some Holbein ink. Greatest ink in the world. And that way I can kind of get an idea of what where some of the shading is going to come from by dropping in some of the heavier blacks. And again, this piece is for my upcoming art tour in the fall. I leave mid-August, come back end of October. Aftershock, Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life are 2 rock shows in Louisville that I'll be at. And then come out to Sacramento, California for Aftershock. There we go. Get these little slugs in. Flickering lights, you know what that means. Our ghost is coming in to see the progress. The studio ghost. Alright. Anybody watching, if you're an artist, please drop your link in the chat. Always looking to check out other people's art. And we'll go right around there and finish that slug. And then the paint washes will go right over top this ink. So they're almost just guidelines. The Holbein ink is completely waterproof. So 10 minutes after you put this stuff on, you can throw a bucket of water on this and it'll be A-okay. Which is another trick if your canvas ever gets bent. Just put a little water on the back. Put it out in the sunshine. And you're good to go. You've seen everything I've done. Oh, I have? Oh, on stream? Yeah, I think you linked me to some images too.
Close enough is good enough, right?
Yep.
Like within a couple milliliters or whatever.
Yeah. And then we'll send those over to Z, World War Z. Okay. Oh, Instagram, for sure. I have spent some time. Aussie, live. What's with the Instagram TV? There's like live, and now there's like TV shows or long format videos, I guess. Dude, everybody just wants to use our platform. Alrighty. I'm digging this one. I'm liking the weird. Definitely. Definitely. But dark and weird. Last year was a lot of kind of trippy paintings, but not a lot of dark that I'm normally known for. So it's nice to kind of get back into the adding the little devils into the picture and whatnot. But again, I don't like to be pigeonholed, so I hop all over the place. There we go. So we'll start to put this dirt, ashes of souls, poop. I don't know. We'll see what color looks best, and then we'll figure out what it is. Piles of gold. You know, some colors I know. Like a lot of times, if I am not very clear on the color scheme, what I'll do is, I know the bourbon barrel is going to be like browns and maybe a little bit of yellow reflected from like a burst of light from the back or whatnot. We know the devil's going to be red, and then I'll try and see what kind of works from there. It may jump into a more complex color palette, or it may stay very simple. Sometimes I've even gone into just straight sepia tones with a little bit of red accent, and that's all it really needed. The whole Birth of Flight series that I did, that's on my, I think it's still on my website. Although we are almost sold out of those, but those were all sepia, and then the mode of transportation and flight was done up in red. Bring some of that dirt outside his horns there to make sure it's tucked behind. This horn's more towards the front, so it's kind of like folded back. Oops. All right. There we go. sideways so I can get a better view. So I don't have the draw-through line for this bone. There we go. And we'll bring it above that horn so it's not sharing the line. There we go. Groovy. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. If I have the shadow there, put a little bit of light features there. I'm not really gonna get that eyebrow, am I? Unless I kind of chop some light in there as if it's kind of going up. We'll see how it looks. We'll see. It's all good, baby. Just you. Alright. Yeah. Slug Thulu. And we'll work on these. Definitely splinter this wood a little bit. Like he just kind of pulled some slats off his barrel to form his fingers and well, actually, go inward with the boards. He's got knuckles. Bring it up. Give that side the thickness. Just go ahead and ink that in. And where the bands meet, they're a little bit further out. Bring that down. Hold your breath and draw the long line. There we go. In fact, we'll give them that third band. That will make it really thin. Bring his eyebrow. Actually, bring this one down a little more. There we go. Yeah. Is it just an email with measurements, or it's not the files, right?
Oh, you don't
He's already got them.
What?
Oh, no, send him that then.
What exactly am I supposed to be?
He just wanted measurements.
Oh, that's it.
To tell China, yeah. To say, hey, look, the pins are going to be this big by this big. He should already have the files. But if you have just images, what do you have? Images that have the measurements on them?
No. Not exactly.
Okay. I mean, if you just type it on the image and say this pin is 1.75 by, that should do fine. Yeah, let's do that because they're more visual. I don't want them being like, what is a Michelobio? You know, and then not pay attention to the file name. It's imagine you're sending it to elementary school children. The language barrier is definitely alive and well. But that's why art thrives. It is the international language outside of love. Alright, we'll get a little bit of the barrels kind of starting to curve around Sir Laugh-A-Lot's nose and face here. So I think we're gonna, this is where I really gotta pick and choose. Wasn't too happy with how this came out. But that's why I like the ink. Forces me to really make those final decisions. Final-ish. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. There we go. All right. Hopping into our second hour. Thanks for hanging out and watching. We are doing a bourbon barrel on top of a devil head with slugs coming out of his mouth. I know, quite a common drawing, but sometimes you just don't want to think. SeanDietrichArt.com. Check out my website as well, and add me on Instagram at Sean Dietrich. See a lot of the finished work that I've done on the Twitch stream over the last 3 weeks. My 4th week. Unbelievable. Fairly new, but just to know a month went by that quickly was kind of like, huh? But yeah, I mean, I have all the images going by on the slideshow, but if you go to the Instagram, you can actually take some time and peek at them without them sliding by, screaming by. There we go. I'm sure my hat doesn't pop into the frame. It's been known to do that. The camera-hungry bastard. Alright, there we go. And we'll bring the mouth down around the tongue. Back up again. There we go. And we're actually going to extend his chin below the barrel actually give it that kind of more of a flesh feeling. And then for the strap, we'll bring it around. And we'll actually take it over all the little bumps. Off his mouth as well. Well, doesn't matter. A little X's to remind myself to blacken that in. But what I can do, let's put a little thickness back here as well. There, that makes it look with that little highlight. Actually gives it the girth that, yeah, doesn't look too flat. So let's go ahead, and I think we'll blacken this in. There we go. Drop that leg down. This will all be pink.
So just like that, okay?
Yep. And let me text Z and make sure, I'll just tell him, hey, okay, all images with corresponding sizes in centimeters are on the way via email from Sugar. There we go. It's one thing when you produce overseas, 11 at night here is their morning. Got my whole text on film. All right. We'll actually connect this a little. We'll drop those nails in as like a final doohickey. Yeah, I like that barrel a lot more now. All right, perfect, cool, perfect. Yeah. There we go. Maybe I'll drop in. There we go. You still got a cough, or is that weed? There we go. I like it. Much better. Okay. Excellent, excellent. So basically got this little section in here to finish. We'll erase. That'll be all the inks, and then it'll be time for some color. Which I might, we might hold off until tomorrow for that. I do have some other commissions to get finished, and I'd like to maybe stretch this painting out a couple of days. I got thrown off last week, you know, this weekend by home demolition and stuff I had to work on, but last week I ended up completing a painting I thought would take 3 days and 1 night, so oops. I really don't know the hat pin size. Please give me all the details in the email, boss. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I can put the text, the big information in the email.
Okay.
This one is this times this one is this times this. So it's there in triplicate.
That's perfect. I mean, they make millions of hat pins. I'm sure, like, they get it as far as that concerned. I mean, even whatever prototype they come up with, I mean, we'll just take a look at it and go from there. I mean, if they say, is this size right? Be like, oh, you know what? A little bit bigger. It's like cooking with grandma. Is this enough salt? A dash more. No real measurements.
Hey, just a little bit more.
You know? When they found my great grandma's cookbook, she had left out a bunch of fucking ingredients, or at least one ingredient, I think, out of every recipe, or so goes the story. So no one could figure out or steal the recipes. All right. Let's get this stream of bourbon going in here. He's like, woo! I'm drinking myself. And we'll kind of like just kind of kiss cut the outline as well, because, you know, we'll make it look like it are, you know, it'll help when putting the highlights in and making it look like a liquid. Put a few, indicate a few little splashes. There we go. Nice big bourbon glass to drink himself to death with. Okay. So here's a basic inks. I'm going to go in and finish shadowing his mouth. This is what I like to call the coloring book phase, because I just made one big coloring book page for me to paint. But this whole style of penciling and then inking like this, you know, I did comics for the longest time, but also I've done almost 5,000 live painting events in my life where I've painted at nightclubs or festivals, and it keeps it interesting. You draw the whole image, they get to see it. You ink the whole image, that shows, and then you know, just opposed to just working on one tiny section and expecting people to stand around and be like, what? But if you can do kind of a massive area. Now, towards the end, when it's all, you know, and colored, and I'm starting to do like shading in one area, at least the whole thing is kind of able to be looked upon, and you know what it is. Obviously, a demon with slugs in his mouth, and a very common image. It's biblical. All right. So we'll just tighten up some of these lines. There we go. All right. Okay. He's gonna have. What we'll do with his eye, you know, it is possible we could do some blacklight paint in there. That would look pretty dope. Maybe blacken it in now, and then like I either have orange that'll make it look orange, and you hit it with a blacklight and it glows, or I have a clear that you put over the paint when it's finished, and then it'll glow blue. And I can electrify like his tongue. I can electrify like all the eyeballs on the slugs. That's one option. And yeah, I like using that blacklight paint. Just a little lanyard. I like to, yeah, it's a silhouette, but I like to leave a little, maybe a little highlight. And this will get a wash too. Once I do the big, the base color wash, it'll go over the ink and it'll kind of fade it out a little bit, and then I'll go back in the end and add, darken up the line work or whatnot. So it'll, even though it's silhouetted, it'll give it a lot of texture and make it come to life a little bit more. So right now I'm just kind of darkening it, but where the highlights are, I'll actually leave a little bit. And he comes back through there.
All right.
Email sent. Perfect. Let's make some hat pins. Email sent. Boom. Printing money. Alright. Couple of silhouettes. And let's see. Get this one. Is that all I had? One silhouette over there? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, let's get this, blacken this in around. There we go. This brings me back to the days of doing my comic work. Just black and white ink and a brush. And there I would use microns to finish because I was working pretty detailed, 11 by 17 poster board. So it's a little bit smaller, or significantly smaller, especially when you're doing panel work.
Are you just doing black and white on this one?
No. Color. Gotta commodity color. Oh yeah, we're gonna have blacklight reactive eyeballs on the slugs and.
It's just not often that you ink first.
Yeah, a lot of what I've painted doesn't have big swashes of black like this, so here I'm just trying, with that I'm trying to balance it out. I'm trying to put the black in first so I can see it more of as if it was a finished comic book page. It was handed to me in color.
Oh, I see.
And then I'll decide
Just reversing the process.
a little bit. Yeah, there'll be quite a bit of inking to go. I mean, I always outline, but doing the actual blacking in of silhouetted stuff, I just didn't have a lot. The Tankipede, that was all kind of thought of towards the end.
Yeah, as you were coloring it in.
Yeah, certain things like, would it look better if it was just a darker shade of green here as a camouflage as opposed to pure black, but depends what pops. Depends what I feel like doing.
You like, motherfucker, you can't control me.
Yeah. Oh, why? Does the man want me to not shave first? Like, fuck him.
Well, I am a man.
Yeah. There we go. You can't tell me how to ink. I'll ink you. There we go. I kind of left that a little bit of light like bouncing off there to really. I wanted to definitely get in a little bit of that eyebrow to give him that kind of creepy look. And then we'll just continue the shadow. Maybe the hat's pushing close against his brow up front. And again, a lot of these are just guides. All the final ink work will be done after I put the color in. And you'll end up with, that was last week's painting. All the final detail on the log and, all the smoke in the back. You can see all the line work that's done on top of the color. So we'll give you an idea of what a finished product would look like. As well as at Sean Dietrich is my Instagram. You can see all the finished products. They are slideshowing across the screen, but if you do want to take a few minutes and look at it a little bit, or my page, Sean Dietrich Art, you can actually zoom in and get a much better view of the line work. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Let's bring that shadow all the way back. That's what I want to do. Sweet. Looks great. Well, you tell me. There we go. Get rid of those little guys. we go. We'll drop in that shadow just above where his eyelid is taking a snooze. Sugar rolling around on the floor? Yeah, okay. Alright. All about the layers. There we go. Yeah, let me hold that up level with the camera. A lot more. So like these little doohickeys will definitely be added later on. As well as the webbing and the little grabbers on the Venus flytraps. Excuse me. Let's close up the ink for now. Okay. Let me go ahead and get an erase on. And it won't take all the pencil off, you know, so it'll leave a little bit. It'll get the majority of it off. But I'll still see a shadow of kind of like, you know, where those little doohickeys go. Clean this up and get it ready for color. We'll really be at the coloring book phase. The majority just black and white. All right, new flavors of weed on the way. Well, they on the way. They're on the truck. Whoops. Silky Johnson. The Shaft used to smoke. Roll me up a Silky Johnson. And there you have it. Black and whites are done for El Dimano. Slugs coming out of his mouth. It'll be nice greens and teals. Get it all glowy into the red of this guy. Maybe we'll do some, maybe we'll make him orange. I don't know. Then you have his hat, big pile of dirt. You got the Bone Zone. Bourbon boy, metal as fuck, drinking himself to death. Pretty good. Little 2.5 hour doodle, just something that, you know, I farted out. And, you know. But I'm going to end it for tonight, and I've got a bunch of other sketching to do for some stuff that I can't tell you about yet, but will involve some very, very big rock shows. Thank you guys for hanging out, and happy Monday, and here's to you. It's 11:30. I think coffee's good. Moonwitch, if you're still watching, I appreciate it. You have been awesome at coming and hanging out, and I will be posting a bunch of stuff on that Creative Nation thing as well. Very cool Discord site. Awesome. I love it. But I appreciate it. Join me tomorrow, 9 p.m. Pacific time, if I don't hop on an hour earlier, I'm trying to adjust my schedule a little bit. You know, maybe I can get on a little bit earlier. But 'cause once I start going with the painting, I like to stream for about 4 or 5 hours. But I'm really, you know, it's killing me going to bed at 4 in the morning. So, join me tomorrow, 9 p.m., and I will start dropping color in on this bad boy. For now, at Sean Dietrich Instagram, SeanDietrichArt.com. Thank you guys. I will see you tomorrow.